Best UFC fighter by Archetype. We know that type of fighters that are simply the best in what they do in a specific characteristic, and we are going to talk about them right now, about the best fighter in the UFC by Archetype. And we are going to get started by the tank. This is that type of fighter that doesn't matter what happens in the fight, he's going to come forward time after time, and sometimes he looks tired, but he can get on and start again, beating you down, coming forward and never letting you breathe. And the best example of this is Alejandro Pantoja, that is the actual flyweight champion that beat Brandon Moreno and defended against Brandon Royval. And we can see in these both fights that he was coming at them. Even at certain times he looked tired and pissed, but he could get on and continue beating down his opponents. And he comes at you non-stop. He's going to backpack you, he's going to beat you, he's going to brawl with you, but he's not going to get tired until the bell rings or you are finished. And this is the best example of a tank fighter. The second example is the brawler, and the best example that I can see here is Justin Gaethje, the former interim lightweight champion and a former BMF champion. And in every fucking fight he brings out war. He has a brawler style. He will come at you, he will swing, he will miss sometimes and look pathetic, but he is going to do wars against you. And we have the best examples that he fought against Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, Holloway, Eddie Alvarez were all loud wars. And man, these guys brings violence to the table. And he's the best in what he does. He is the type of fighter that is going to come at you, is going to brawl with you. It doesn't matter if he's going to get KO. He will keep swinging to the fences, and he doesn't care if he's getting knocked out, and he has a lot of power. And the next example that we are going to have is the Hitman. And man, the Hitman is that fighter that he's practically a sniper. He's a sniper, and that he will come at you. He will hit you with the certain shots to make you go out. And the best example of this is Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is the former Glory Double champion, the best kickboxing event in the planet, and he is the former UFC middleweight champion and current light heavyweight champion. He fought against Adesanya, Blachowicz, Prohaska, Strickland, and Jamahal Hill. In all of these fights, he was coming at them and beating them through his left hook. And he is very good at it. He hits you in the body, and when it's the perfect time, he goes up and snaps your chin and make you go out. And I think that he is the perfect example of a sniper, because in all of his fights he looks sometimes inactive, but he's trying to fight the perfect shot to beat you, and he did this very well against Jamahal Hill. And the last is the bully. Is that guy that is going to beat you at your game, is going to intimidate you, is going to get in your mind, is going to intimidate you with his horror, and is going to be disrespectful with you. And this guy is John Jones. He's the former light heavyweight champion and the current heavyweight champions. He intimidates all of his opponents with his aura and make them regret of being in the octagon with him. He beat Cirugan in the face-off, because you look at Cirugan and look, this guy is afraid. He could get in Cormier's mind, telling him that he's going to beat him in anywhere, and he could beat Gustafsson by being resilient and keeping himself in the fight. He beat the brakes off Glover Teixeira, and I think that Reyes and Santos didn't beat John Jones because of this factor, because he intimidated them, and he was able to beat Santos and Reyes in their games. He was able to beat them standing. And man, we talk about Lyoto Machida, we talk about many other names that Jones beat at their game, and this is a real bully, that guy that is going to intimidate you and beat you at your own game. And the best example of this is John Jones.